Here's the next triangle we want to solve, and this is also going to be using the law of sines. Now I know that because here's the information they give me. Side A is 3, side B is 7, and angle A is 50 degrees. So this is the angle side triangle. And in an earlier video, I reminded you all, when you have angle side matching, it's law of sines, and here are our possibilities. So we're going to use law of sines to figure out what's going on here. I went ahead and wrote down the information just to save a little bit of time. Side A is 3, side B is 7, angle A is 50 degrees. That means we're needing to find angle B, angle C, and side C. So I'm going to use law of cosines for A and B. So sine of A over side A equals sine of B over side B. So let's fill in what we know. We know angle A is 50 degrees over 3. We know, actually we don't know angle B, is what we're going to try and determine. But side B is 7. So if I solve this thing for sine of B, it's going to be 7 over 3 times the sine of 50 degrees. So if I grab my calculator, make sure I'm in the degree mode. 50 sine times 7 divided by 3. Just to be safe right now, I'm not going to round off very much. I'm going to go and put in 1.7874. Now if I want to know angle B, I take the inverse sine of both sides. So the inverse sine, I'll just leave this number in my calculator and take the inverse sine. Whoops. Up. See? I said whoops because I thought maybe I mistyped something. This says error. Okay. Two possibilities. One possibility is maybe this is a case where there's actually no triangle. Instead of angle, I should have said no triangle. And I should have said one triangle. But, sometimes when you see something like that, the reason you get that is because maybe you made a math error and you weren't careful with something. So I suggest when you get something like this where it looks like you got a problem with the calculation, make sure your calculation was correct. So here's my information, law of sines with A and B. A is 50, side A is 3, side B is 7. I multiplied both sides by 7 to get sine B by itself. Yeah, just to be sure, what I would do is I would go do this calculation again. I'm in the degree mode. The sine times 7 divided by 3. Yep, looks correct. And this actually, if you think about it, here's what we have. If you can take a step back and instead of doing triangles, think back the unit circle. What if I said, go on the unit circle and figure out maybe what the angle is where the sine is 1.78. Well, I don't have my unit circle, but you know what? when you do the unit circle, the largest the sine ever gets is up here. The sine of an angle can be 1. And then over here, the sine is 0. Over here, the sine is -1. Over here, it's 0 again. You know what? The sine never gets above 1. So it's like, okay, that makes sense. I'm trying to find the angle where the sine is 1.78. There is no angle. So that's why this was an example of a problem where there's actually no triangle.